deep. And honestly, Fire, look at their heroes. What catch do they have, right? There's just not that much. Queen of Pain with an Orchid is definitely the number one thing he'll probably have to watch out for this game. But they have the Lina presumably at the middle lane and a Juggernaut coming out of FireDota. This is a FireDota classic here. I think this hero might have potential in the next patch, but right now I'm kind of doubtful. You know, it is a strong hero, but it does get kited quite well.
Going to be a fighting Juggernaut, a farming Juggernaut, because we've seen a lot of item builds out from the Jug. You know, the old classic of the Soul Ring Havos Juggernaut to spam out Healing Ward, then we saw the Mask of Madness Yasha, S and Y to farm the jungle a lot more efficiently. And then, you know, going into pretty much the full-out brawling Juggernaut. Just go for phase drums, S and Y Scott, you just go and fight as much as you can. What can we expect here? Because they do have a very early game-centric build-up here from their draft with Undying, Wyvern, Crop, and the Tusk.
Yeah, I think they definitely want to close out the game early. Unfortunately for them, Lina is really, really good against these kind of lineups because she just presses Q for a Dragon Slave, of course D for the legacy users, and just kills the range creep as well as dropping all the melee creeps down sub 50% HP. So pushing in general is kind of difficult, but FireDota, they have a lineup that can snowball really, really hard against High Council. You know, just in the literal sense, you can snowball in with the Undying, drop a Tombstone, and if Juggernaut's around, you can drop a Healing Ward. They do have a lot of ways to play this, but I do fear for them. Like, this is one of those lineups where their execution is so critical that if they screw up even once or twice, High Council is just going to take full advantage of it and just run with it for the rest of the game.
Do have a lot of sustain though, and I worry about Fogged on this Bounty Hunter. If he doesn't get the job done early on with, you know, laning and zoning, I do like Bounty Hunter, the fact that he can be, you know, level 1 for the first 5 minutes and not worry too much. There is a way back into the game. But with all the heal, the Cold Embrace, the Soul Rip, the Juggernaut Healing Ward, if Fire do group up in 5-man, Bounty Hunter likes the, you know, little skirmishes, the 3-on-3, the little pickoffs here and there where they can just nuke someone down, get a track kill, and then, like your Tidal Wave, just roll straight on over Fire. But if the 5-man comes thick and fast, this Bounty Hunter is, you know, very similar to a lot of the cores that we see, like, you know, Clinks and Storm, who want people to split up. They want split pushes. They want these scenarios where they can, you know, get a couple of TPs in to help them and find the pickoffs.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds like you speak from Bounty Hunter experiences when you mention those details.
It annoys me so much when they group up as 5. And I'm sitting there like, what do I do? Do I go on AFK in the jungle? Do I try and buy a Battle Fury as a Bounty Hunter? And
you know, here's the interesting thing. You would think that Bounty Hunter naturally wouldn't be good against Undying because of the aforementioned reasons that you said. But if you think about it, Bounty is actually really good against Undying. You just have to dodge the Undying, but most importantly, before, I would totally agree with you with what you said about the 5-man thing, but nowadays, between the 4-second track and the 1200 range bounce on Shuriken Toss that does 400 damage to all targets with a mini stun, this hero actually with mana boots, depending on the positioning and the tracks, he can just destroy a team fight. Like, look at all those heroes. If the Quap gets tracked, Tusk gets tracked, Tusk's gonna go in anyway, and Wyvern gets tracked, and then just a Shuriken Toss bouncing between the 3 heroes there, that team fight's done.
Yeah, though, is that if he doesn't get up to level 6 fast enough, and the push from Fire is 3 level 6 Bounty Hunter, then obviously he doesn't have the track, doesn't have the level 4 Shuriken to bounce around, and then he'll lose a couple of towers here and there.
Yeah, it'll definitely not be the easiest thing, but I think he'll have an easy time in the laning phase. You know, he's got the Darkseer, and it's a classic move. You know, he just Iron Shell the Invis hero, Bounty Hunter in this case, and he just goes on top of supports. They're gonna have a pretty good time at top lane if Vog decides to play around top, and I think he's gonna play around top and mid, honestly.
We don't see 4 TPs this time. Whitebeard tries to get there for the Darkseer. I don't think he saw him actually. I don't think the Undying saw the Darkseer, and definitely didn't see him in its Observer Ward, but Darkseer knows exactly where Whitebeard is. So everyone's gonna get counted out. So mid lane, Justin on your Lina. Fogged on the Bounty Hunter. Who's down at bot? Bleak Dazzle. Oh, well, Demon, I don't know if he's doing a little fake out there, pretending he just got to the lane. It feels like that's what he did, like pretending he just got to the lane, pretend that he left the Observer Ward by his tower, like we see a lot of the time as well. and he's just playing this little sneaky move. 2 observer wards up at the top, 1 on rune spot, and 1 watching lane from the dire, so there's no vision in the bottom third.
Here's a neat little tidbit for Demon, whoever actually gets to play against this guy in the off lane, and he does the TP thing. He always has the ward that's placed like right at the middle of his inventory slot at the top there. And he moved over the salve earlier because he realized it, but he always does this where that slot is actually empty if he places the ward. And if you ever catch the hero or catch a glimpse of the hero and you don't see the ward, you know he planted it because the slot is empty. But this time, yeah, he paid attention to it. It's all these things like pro Dota, you have to pay attention to every little thing and hold that thought.
Skirmish down at the bot rune spots. Anyone's dead just yet, bounty rune. Both of them go to the dire though with Juggernaut and Pop. Their hands on them. Moo should be fine to walk himself away, has ice shards as well, but Whitebeard, even with the 4 stacks of decay, he's got another one in 5 seconds time, but the heal bomb out. Whitebeard dropping low. He needs a couple of hits, but the salve will keep him alive. And even the missed attack there, cancelled at the last second by Fog. But no deaths, and well, they get away with murder, getting both bounty runes, top and bot, with a contest.
Very good out of them.
Cancel. Fogged. This is the battle we look for, the battle of the sentries in middle lane. There's a dire one down, Fog will know this as soon as Susie starts attacking in. But this is where the bait comes in. You don't want to show too early that the sentry is okay, never mind. Fog goes straight for the jugular, says, there's a sentry here, like 99% sure. Just goes straight on into it. Because this shared tango, the last one that the Quap has. And if she places another sentry, if she gets another sentry here, oh god, is she dead? So wait, my strike array not gonna land, and with another salve coming out, delaying the bottle, sure. Justin will be getting closer and closer to that. It's pretty even so far.
Yeah, you know, the thing is, if he had a bounty rune, that would have been a kill for sure, because he would have just gone for the Quap instead of for the CS, and you would have had double nuke. So, Fog, just being a total nuisance here at the middle lane.
Yeah, not going to Courier Sniper or anything like that, just realizing that stopping this Quap from getting any semblance of advantage of life is important. While up at top, Demon with the Iron Shell forcing Fluff back, but Jay was here with level 2 and spin, so he does have to be wary of his positioning. Mason, completely out of mana, 2 decay stacks up on him, and they've got this Tusk on Dying Lane. Sure, they're only level 1 so far, level 2 up on the Tusk, so they don't have the full burst kill potential to jump onto the Dazzle just yet, but once Moo hits level 3, and once, I guess, Whitebeard level 2 or 3 maybe, they can start looking to dive, because Mason does not have the mobility or the sustain to last through the damage that they can throw down.
Yeah. Ember Spirit, they say, is good against Undying, and it kind of is, but it takes some time because you need to be able to spam the Sleight of Fist to this hero that's kind of very stagnant and Tombstone dependent, but there will be an engagement, double damage Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, he has a double damage with a Janata as well. Whitebeard, the decay stacks are wearing off, and he goes down, and snowball up for Moo. He's trying to run away. I'm not sure he's going to make it. He can turn to snowball, but in the end, it's just going to be delay tactics. Throws back into base, and the rest of the team backed up here, and with a decay, they do a bit of damage back. But Whitebeard has put himself into a situation where he's 1 versus 3, Mason dropping low, decay, 2 seconds time to last back up. So Fogged again, good rotation down to bot, lucky with the DD rune, but making it work, and this is what they really, really needed.
Yep, High Council are just making all the right movements.
Tombstone is dropped. Level 1 Tomb, oh there we go.
Bleak is dead, yeah, he's dead.
Traps Bleak in, and he's gone for the aggressive build, the 1-0-1. No points in the grave. And Mason realizing he's low HP, no mana left, goes to try and stack a camp. No, just went straight back to base.
Yeah, you know, despite the fact that he got a kill and an assist there, he is still level 3 on a safe lane Ember, and he's very underfarmed. So this is definitely not a position he wants to be in, because this dual lane here, it can apply pressure into him all the way until level 6. And even at level 6, the best thing he can do is just guarantee his survival. He's still not going to get the farm that he's looking for the whole time. So despite the setbacks that Fire received, they're still in a relatively good position. And they did force the Dazzle to get the Poison Touch at level 2 over the Grave. So at level 3, Dazzle's not going to have either a stronger heal, or he's just going to have Grave, or he's going to have a stronger heal and no Grave.
Safeguarding of the rune squad, Fluff and Stuff and Whitebeard. I mean, Fluff has moved from the top lane to mid and now down to bottom as they go for an aggro try now with the Tombstone Mason. Again, no mobility. So the Snowball here should be able to lock him down and hold him in place as the Flame Guard stick charges drop, good searing chains, and the Tusks, the Ice Shards don't hold him in, but the Snowball will chase him forward. Bleak,
Yeah.
no grave still. He goes for 2 points in heal.
Yeah, see, just as I thought this was gonna happen. Actually, he just doesn't have the grave, so he can't save Mason. And even if he had the grave, well, the heal itself is not too different per se. It's only 20, but it's just, again, it's one of those scenarios like poison touch on Dazzle. It's good to be aggressive with it, but there are a lot of times you'll see Dazzles with entirely just shallow grave and shadow wave, and there's good reason for it. The hero is entirely built around the ability to save carries.
Definitely. Fog went for the Invis Surged Ion Shell play up on Jo, but he just spins to win, gets himself away, and what is he going? He's going for 1 point in stats? Yeah, looks like it. 2-1-1, 1 point in stats. Will he continue this way? We've seen a ton of, maxing Blade Fury, a couple points in healing ward, but stats still seems to be the way to go. Mana pool definitely is a big reason to go through that.
Yeah. Honestly, Juggernaut builds change like every game and between every player as well. I don't see this lane going easy for Jo, even though Jug is one of the best heroes against Darkseer in the lane, as a carry, of course. It's going to be hard regardless. He doesn't have a PMS up, but he's farming really well under the tower right now. He has the Quelling Blade, and it's almost impossible to miss CS that way, but again, the mana pool is always a concern for Juggernaut, and I actually don't know what the perfect items are for this hero. It's a work in progress for me, and I need a larger sample size.
Even though he has been played a ton, holy crap, okay, bottom lane, Moo and...
Oh, and Bleak, he might die too.
Yeah.
Yep, he's dead.
This aggro tri-lane. They've got tons of long-range damage, initiation, and sustain. Like there, the Cold Embrace, fluff and stuff. Make sure that Moo doesn't have to leave the lane, and there's going to be no chance for Fog to come in. Try and sneak a little kill. But Mason has been shut down royally down here. Nine last hits. 20 of the Tusk, doubling up. There's Ember Spirit safe lane, and Fire, they're off to a roaring start. The Queen of Pain's up.
Oh, and Justin's gonna get solo killed. That was a really, really nice play by Susie. Wow. Very nicely done.
Still, not gonna be enough. Yeah, the bait on the illusion and the blink forward.
Yeah. The thing is, he could have actually blinked into tower range. On Reborn, it's so hard to avoid that, because like right at the edge of the tower, right at the edge of the hill, you're in tower range on the Radiant side. And I honestly think they should fix that, because it's way too easy to get hit by the tower on Reborn. But anyways, he used the illusion to sort of bait out the Dragon Slave, as you said, because Justin was going to farm anyway with it, but he figured why not just kill the illusion too. And got the solo kill, man. What can I say? It was a really nicely executed.
Level 8, but oh,
Mason.
Again?
Yeah.
Chains will hold them, but Snowball coming,
Snowball.
picking up, dying as well, and Mason doesn't get stunned by it at the very edge of that ball.
He can't do anything, honestly. He can't. You really can't. This combo is so silly, man. Like Undying Tusk, Techie's Tusk. These Fire guys, man, they are such abusers. But they do it well.
God, poor man shield and a magic wand. Like, no bottle, no ring of Aquila, no treads, or
Oh, I don't know about this one though. He's porting right back into the lane. He can just die again, honestly. I'm not too sure about this one. Yeah, they're diving him. The tower's dead. He's actually dead again.
Does he expect the rest of us to come? Because there's no
But
one.
they can't.
No one reacting.
Yeah.
Does he go for the tower denied? The tower just drops to the Winter Wyvern. They're running away. Mason turns to fight. The Shuriken's there, but the Soul Rip keeps Whitebeard up and running. Bleak has
When
no
there's
mana
the
for
kick,
Grave.
comes back.
No mana for Grave, and Whitebeard can just keep spamming the decays. Decays for days, and Bleak and Fog. I mean, yeah, you've got to turn and try and find some trade-off. One kill there. Well, not worth your while, but you get something from it at the very least.
That was actually a really big kill by Bleak. I think Whitebeard didn't realize that Bleak was getting healed up on his mana, or Bleak had enough mana rather to cast that Shadow Wave, so he kind of got caught there. But yeah, again, honestly, Mason, I don't know if he should have TP'd there. The tower was super low, and I guess I can understand his desire to protect it as a safe lane carry, but his teammates just weren't able to follow up immediately, and he's poorer than ever now.
Queen of Pain's going straight into that Orchid. That's what you mentioned during the draft against the Ember Spirit.
Yeah, they need to catch. Yeah, they have to have it.
Like any of these heroes, though, Orchid is such a great item. The Yule Scepter Lina, you can Orchid as the stun lands. Slave and Blade against Dazzle, you go from solo pick off to stop the Grave. Darkseer, you go in, before he surges away, before he vacuum walls, he becomes a useless hero. He's standing there thinking, well, maybe I've got a mech, maybe I can heal myself up or something, but That Orchid is going to be absolutely vital as Undying dies in the Radiant jungle. Looking for Mason again. I mean, he's 1, 4, and 3. I'm pretty sure the Radiant want to try and safeguard some kind of farm from him. But Tusk has a blink.
He's going right in on Dazzle.
And Dazzle has a grave, but no TP. It's going to be long and drawn out, but Bleak should certainly die here.
Yeah. That's a 9-minute blink on the offlane. He has a bottle, boots, and an orb of venom as well. This guy, yeah, he's actually second on the net worth. He's super rich, simply put. And this Lina has to start being scared because even with Yules, Tusk is one of the best heroes against Lina. Like Lina, the way you play this hero is it's so strong in its offensive capabilities, but she has like absolutely zero defense. Oh, and she missed. Oh my gosh, did you see that at top? Yeah, that was, oh, that haste would have been so critical because it gives her an escape ticket against the Tusk if he decides to rotate. Wow. Wow, and you know what? Watch this. She's actually gonna die because she doesn't have it.
Oh, Moo. There we go.
Well, I mean, I guess to be fair, she would have popped anyway without with the haste too. But I mean, it's just too easy that way, you know. It's ridiculous.
Fortunate. And Justin thought he had it as well because he had shift queued it up, so he'd pick up rune and walk himself back. He saw the Lina walk towards the rune spot, get there, turn back.
Yeah.
Moo up at top.
Justin.
We'll chase this one. A vacuum level 1 missing. Really never gonna hit. And the regen from Moo. JO's coming in with his space boots and.
Oh, they're gonna go.
Slash TP in the shards. The wall drops as Susie's here. Right clicks out and fluff. Level 5. There's no curse, but they have a dust fog. Tries to hide in the trees, but it wasn't enough. 4 to 11 minutes in, and this game is close to a shutdown.
Yeah, honestly though, this is what has to happen for Fire. They actually need to keep the ball rolling this way. They have the level 6 on Ember now, so you can look to see that he's going to try split pushing more and apply pressure. But without the bots, without the early game stats items on the Ring of Aquila or the drums, it's going to be very weak, or at the very least, very dealable with. And here it is, the Queen of Pain coming back. He's going to force him back to his remnant, and he doesn't have bottle, so he's back to his limited devices where he can farm the woods with Dazzle Heal or something. But that's all he really can do.
Do you even go back to bottle here? I guess he's not back to the. Oh god.
Very, very simple kill. They honestly just rolled on him. Like he just died. Tombstone wasn't even necessary.
Basically just trying to run travel as fast as he can.
Honestly, I don't know. Ember is a tricky hero on the safe lane because with like the first 6,000 gold that you have, you don't really feel that strong. You only serve for like one purpose because this hero really has to play off the items that he gets as well as the levels. Like you know, Sumail at the International, you don't see him buying boots of travel, and I think RTZ started it frequently on stream after that. But bots isn't an item on Ember that's always been exploited by mid Embers. They just try to split push all game, and they had the net worth and the level advantage to do so. This kind of game, it's gonna be very rough, and Moo decides to just back off this, but I think he might have actually been able to kill him with the level 3 snowball, ice shards, one more right click. It's nothing of a loss really. They put the pressure and they have to back out of their woods.
Fogged is halfway between level 5 and level 6. He needs this experience. They desperately need this gold income to start flowing. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he really wants that.
Here we go. Kill. See Moo, he's hiding in the back. Fog, you're gonna cancel his blink because Mason's coming.
Oh man, I don't know about this one.
Going for it, the tombstone's dropped. Mason's here with the flame guard. Snowball back and the heal. Dazzle does get the shadow wave down with the fog and the grave as a preemptive measure to stop Fog from getting ripped apart. But the remnant back, they're trying to escape, but Susie's here with the jump forward. She's got Scream, Sonic Wave, but she's dead. Justin fires the kill. Mason has a remnant. He's got no stick charges left, and he can't get himself over the shards as that remnant is super freaking slow. And Moo goes one after the other, but the curse isn't time. Jo, Mask of Manus, Omni Slash. Down goes the Lina, and that's 4 for 2.
Man, that would have been so much better for Fire if they avoided the casualties that they could have avoided. Moo had Snowball, and I think he didn't anticipate the stun coming out of Justin, so that was actually really well played by Justin in a sense. But if he just Snowball on top of the Lina, that Lina was dead. They would push this tower with much more ease, and the fact that their Tusk, who is like godlike in kills, wouldn't have fed anything is a really big deal.
Demon still has yet to make his mark on this game, though. He's got his mech, he's got his arcane, so he's looking pretty good for himself. 5,000 net worth.
Oh, is this a Roshan ticket? I wonder. Yeah. You know what? Looks like they're just gonna give it to the bottler here. He moves just bottling up his entire team, and well, he can make good use of it too. I mean, he just blinks in, does 500 damage with his ultimate. Why not? Suzy, very close to his Orchid, would have had it if he didn't die at the bottom lane, but such is life. He also has level 11, so that's level 2 Sonic Wave on him. Their next team fight, despite going up against a mech Darkseer, is going to be super strong.
Darkseer really wants these Greaves. At this point, when you know you're against Orchid, do you consider going Greaves for Glimmer or Blink, or are those just judges just going to be so strong?
Oh man, ooh.
Oh, and that's a track. Let's go. Fog gets things rolling with the initial track kill there onto Moo. Pretty good one.
Yeah, it was a pretty a solo kill by the Queen of Pain. There's the introduction of the Orchid, and again, Ember Spirit, nowhere near the farm he needs to be able to withstand this. Even with bots, you just can't hold out of this until you get the drums, or you go for Manta after 2. But that kill is pretty big on Moo. Again, he just died, he came back, died again. Lina's pretty big now as a result. She has mana boost, she looks like she's gonna go for Bloodstone, but it's still Lina right now. So even though she's ridiculously strong in terms of offensive capabilities, the way you kill her is going to be throughout the same entire game. And Moo ported top here. If Justin actually shows himself here, he's going to die. Oh, Justin's actually dead. This is not the play.
They've got 3 teammates behind, but Justin, you know, he can still use himself. Actually, the turnaround here, the track comes out from Fogged. I'm not sure about this. There's no spin. You've got the vacuum, you've got the wall, and you're going to get it down onto 2. Jo trapped in the
Oh my god.
Off the Juggernaut, and now the turn comes in. Here's the track kills. They wanted 3 are tracked up. 1's already dead. Whitebeard snowballed up back into Demon as the Winter's Curse is available. Turned onto Justin, and they've got him on lockdown. Trapped in here. Laguna Blade, Dragon Slave's not enough. The Yule Scepter will save Justin for now, but these zombies are stacking up. Royally screwing over. POA isn't gonna make it. Bleak maybe will be able to secure this one, but Mason has joined the fight at the wrong time. A Remnant back in...
No, he's dead.
Wait,
yeah.
What? He must have had a Remnant even further back and then jumped to the...
Yeah, he jumped to the wrong Remnant, I'm pretty sure, and that basically just got him killed. It happens with Ember Spirits. Sometimes you have a bag Remnant, you port into the fight or something, you drop another Remnant because you forgot you had a bag Remnant or it was expiring. And the timing was just off. But yeah, that was a really messy team fight overall. What I thought was going to be a very simple blow up move from Fire, like they just go on top of the Lina, toss him up in the air with Walrus Punch, snowball on top of him while Jo comes in and just ultimates. Instead, Jo decided to spin because I guess there were more creeps in the area and he was kind of scared, but he really needed that burst damage from the Omni Slash. And the cooldown is... It's been some time he used it, so I figured that was gonna happen that way. I don't know. That was like a lot of mistakes, I honestly want to say, from both sides.
It was a very wonky fight. I mean,
yeah.
It starts off with him chasing Demon into an area where they have no vision, really, and he just turned around and said, well, combo time, I'll get this done. Now they're going to split themselves up. Justin, I guess with the Arcane Boots, indicative of him heading into the Bloodstone.
Oh, and Whitebeard, he's going to scout out the smoke, I think.
Back up north on top of the ramp.
Oh, he's not. Yeah, he's not.
Where did they go? They expect Roshan to be taken. They've got an observer. They see Whitebeard heading across, so they know there's no zombie. The Undying has a TP and can come and react to this. Dive in tier 1. They have a way of keeping the Queen of Pain locked in place. I guess Yule's into combo stun from the Lina.
Yeah, I don't know. This smoke by High Council gets nothing, honestly. There it is. It just expired. That was they kind of probably set it on the flow thing, and then they just ended up losing 2 tier 1 towers out of this. That was a really detrimental smoke for them. Fluff, is he dead?
Demon Vax, but the curse! Like, you've got to curse back onto a couple of people here. Snowball's good, the Grave onto Justin, but Fluffer Stuff's already dead. Omni Slash doesn't do a damn thing! But the Sonic Wave from Suzy across the bow of pretty much everybody. Orchid up now onto this Mason Ember Spirit, and one final click out will secure a triple kill and probably an Ultra. There's a heal, but there's no Grave. Bleak finished off.
Ultra complete on Suzy. 717. He wishes he died 3 more times this game.
So, what does the 747 mean? Is that just after the Boeing aeroplane, or does it have some other meaning?
What does 322, 420, Ferrari 430? I don't know, dude. It's just numbers, man. I'm sure it's significant for the player themselves, but yeah, it's probably no real deep meaning behind it, and objectively. Yep. Oh, they're calling it. You know, They're quite behind, that's for sure. I think they could have held out for a little bit longer. There was a potential time where they could take a big fight, and well, I mean, I guess that's kind of stretching it. But 1-1 it is. Fire get their lineup and they get their picks. They get the ball rolling early game with the Undying and Tusk do offlane dueling with a 9-minute Blink Dagger on the Tusk. Moo just playing a really good game despite the odd deaths, and 747 just following up every time he needs to. Really good game 2 here for Fire, but let's see if game 3 can show up the same performance from both teams.
Yeah, I guess they knew they had this Ember Spirit 2, 8, and 3 that had no item threat. None whatsoever. He had 50 last hits, net worth was pretty limited, so I understand them calling it and tapping out there. Just get yourselves straight into game 3, clear your heads, new draft, new game, new everything, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes, guys. Head on into game 3.